Let me start by saying that I was a bad girl before. The last time I met him, I stole some dollars from him. Hello everyone, you're welcome to Life Stories with Bussy. Welcome to a new month and to a new week. I'd like to use this opportunity to thank my regular viewers. And if this is your first time on Life Stories with Bussy, you're welcome. And just get your popcorn and relax. Don't swipe, just wait till the end and then tell us what you think about the program. And if you like this program and you like other people to watch, then you would have to give us a thumbs up. You have to engage, leave a comment, say hello, say hi. Just tell us what you think about the program, okay? Today I have another story from a lady called Ihuotu. Come along with me and let us dive into the story. Hello Auntie Bussy, my name is Ihuotu. You can use my real name. I also go by the name Love. She goes, there's a burning matter that I need your advice on. Let me start by saying that I was a bad girl before. We used to live in Port Harcourt. I didn't know my father. He isn't Nigerian. I am biracial. My mother was like a retired prostitute and she wasn't much of a mother to me. I grew up on the streets. I know this isn't an excuse for all the bad things that I have done in the past, because I know that people will say that some people who are in my shoes still make the right decisions. By the time I was 18, I used to do a lot of hookups and I was being pimped by men. There was this man who I met one night who, after our encounter, always asked for me whenever he comes to Port Harcourt. He used to go by the name Prince and he used to have a lot of money on him. He knew me as Love. I met this particular man like 8 to 10 times. The last time I met him, I stole some dollars from him. It was the night before me and some of my friends had planned to travel to Abuja to catch bigger fishes. So when I was called to attend to Prince, I didn't want to go, but my friends encouraged me and suggested that maybe I might be able to extort some more money from him to help us have more money for our Abuja trip. So I went to meet him that night. We did everything we wanted to do and he slept off. I looked around, searched his bags and everything, and then I found some dollars and his wristwatch that looked expensive. I took it. I know that it looks like things that happen in a movie, but that was what happened. We left Port Harcourt very early the next day and I was happy that I had some dollars on me. We got to Abuja, me and my friends fought and they chased me out. I got a place to manage for a while till I ended up at one church one Sunday morning and the pastor preached on the woman Jesus met at the well. I found myself going forward for the altar call. My life changed from that minute and I never went back to my old life. Rather, there was a ministry in that church. They followed me up. They encouraged me to go to school. I did my exams. They paid for my school fees till I finished university. NYSC brought me to Lagos. I decided that I was going to stay back in Lagos because I wanted to start a new life altogether. One of the brothers in my church had told me that it could help influence a job appointment at my current office. And that was where I met KP. KP was one of the people on the interview panel. And he said that for him, it was love at first sight and that he made sure to do everything to get me employed. I was so happy to resume. KP gradually warmed his way into my heart. Plus, he's a very good Christian. KP is a good man. He treats me like I'm the most precious person in his life. He pampers me and he respects me. We both live and work on the island, but he goes on some weekends to visit his mom. He always talked about his mom a lot. You could tell that he was close to his mom. His mom came to visit him at work a couple of times and introduced me. She was so sweet and told him to bring me home for lunch sometime. When I inquired about his father, he said that the man wasn't important. He was alive, but not really in their life like that. So I didn't bother to stress him about it. Then he confided in me at a point that his father is back home and that though his mother is happy that her husband is back, he doesn't think that the man is repentant. That the only reason his father came back to his mother was because the man knows that only his mother can love him to allow all the rubbish that he has done in the past. KP said that the man was older and he needed someone to take care of him. That was one of the reasons why he came back. I encouraged him and told him that it was probably his mother's wish come true and answered prayers. So he just tried to accept the man. KP proposed to me at the end of October last year, and of course I accepted. This was God's grace to me, I believed. They had a family harvest in his parents' church last year, November, and his mother told KP to invite me. I didn't make the church service, but went to their house. And right in front of me, being introduced as KP's father, was the man that I knew as Prince. I was shocked. I tried to gather myself that maybe it was his look-alike because the man didn't seem like he recognized me. We settled to have lunch. KP's mother grilled me on my background, and the man didn't say much. When we're done with lunch, I offered to take the plates to the kitchen. When I was in the kitchen, the man called the steward out of the kitchen to go and get something for him. He came inside the kitchen and he slapped me on my butt laughing. It was like love in PH, Ihuotu in Lagos, referring to my names. I couldn't even say anything. He said that I owe him money, which has grown with interest, and he intends to collect in kind. He looked me up and down and said that I was well ripened. I couldn't say anything. KP came to look for me in the kitchen. Prince pretended as if he was taking beer out of the fridge. I had to quickly give an excuse to go home. KP noticed that I wasn't okay. He even had to his father said anything to me that made me go cold suddenly, but I couldn't even talk. I went home and I cried myself so. I started thinking, is God judging me? Making me fall in love with KP? Initially, I didn't tell KP about my past life, but I decided that I wasn't going to keep anything away from KP. So I was between the devil and the deep blue sea, complaining to KP or allow his father blackmail me to do what I didn't want to do. In December, I finally summoned up courage to tell him, and surprisingly, he took it calmly. He said that it wouldn't stop us from getting married, that it was my past and that everyone had a past. Then KP went to challenge his father about trying to blackmail me to sleep with him. From what KP told me, his father called me unprintable names and told KP that KP was a disgrace, believing my story with my past. So KP also shouted back at his father that he didn't have the right to judge me, since he was also part of the story and he was married with children at that time. It was a messy fight. KP's mother said he can never marry me, that I was a thief and a prostitute, plus I contributed towards the collapse of our marriage, causing her a lot of misery. KP told his mother that as long as she gave his father a second chance, I deserved a second chance too. KP's mother has declared war and said that a child can never marry me in her lifetime. KP suggested that we elope as in jackpot together and start our lives afresh, but I'm afraid. I don't know if that's the solution to the problem. I love KP and he loves me too, but I don't know what to do. The first thing I will say, Ihuotu, because you are a Christian, is that God isn't judging you. The moment you decided to turn a new leaf, God actually forgave you. The Bible says that he has cast our sins into the depth of the sea, into the sea of forgetfulness. So God isn't judging you or bringing your past life to haunt you. No, I don't think God is like that. No. The second thing I'm going to say, which you might not like, is that I think that you should leave KP. Forget a relationship with KP. I know that you think that this is the best that you've gotten in your life. Like, who wouldn't want a man that treats them well, treats them with respect and all that, loves them really, But I don't think that KP is the man for you. And you might think like, why? Like, you guys jail and all that. I know. But sometimes the things that we think are the best for us might probably not be the best for us. And the reason why I said so is this. First, you've had something to do with KP's father in the past. KP's mother can never forgive you. If you decide to elope with KP's mother will never forgive you. And you think that you guys will live well. The thing about a lot of people is that everybody wants to get married. but we do not look at the long terms. We don't look at the viability of this marriage. We don't look at what is going to sustain this marriage in the future. So love is shocking everybody now, because when people want to get married, there's so much love around, so much emotion. Everybody is putting their best foot forward, and everybody is nice until you get married. That's when you realize that, hey, I did not see this. Because a lot of people will say things like, before we got married, this man was not like this, or before we got married, this woman was not like this. The thing was that they were like that. You just did not see because you were in love. You see this KP guy, I'm afraid for him. I feel like he has a lot of hurt that he has not dealt with. He has a lot of pain. He resents his father. And all this thing that he's doing, wanting you to go ahead, that it might be a rebound. And all this "I'll marry you still" might be a way to get back at his father. His father hurt him and he wants to hurt his father back. And you are the pawn. And all you see is that he loves you. Maybe he does. And you guys can elope and things are looking good, you get married and all that. In some years down the line, these things will still haunt you. Because this guy, like you said, loves his mom. You think he's going to keep away from his mom forever? The moment you go with him, and his mom knows that he went to get married to you against her wish, you are done for. Because his mother will always be his mother. And eventually he will choose his mom. Yeah. His mother will never forgive you. But his mother will get her son back. And when she gets her son back, you are done for. They will show you pepe. For the both of you at this point, the emotions are running riot, love is in the air and all that. But love isn't enough to sustain a marriage. Nope. There are so many other things that you need to build a good marriage apart from love. And you don't want to be regretting this in years to come. Leave KP and leave that family. You probably think that you might not have anybody better than KP. Walk away. Leave him. Ghost him. Break his heart. It's better for you to do that now than wait till some years down the line and you will regret ever getting married to that guy. You might think that KP is the best for you and you might never find love like that again. That's not true. Because you say you're a Christian, I'm going to remind you about Isaac. Bible says that, okay, sowed in the land, he reaped 100-fold. Bible says he became rich, and he became very wealthy, right? And then he started digging wells. And then the first well that he dug, there was striving. The second one that he dug, there was striving. But the third one that he dug, but there was no striving. And he named it Rehoboth, meaning that God has made space for us. God has made a room for us. Trust me, Ihuotu, when that right man shows up, there won't be striving here and there. It will be easy. Just leave KP, let KP go. Block him, break his heart if you have to break his heart. Let him go. So let KP go and sort out himself with his father. Let him sort out his hurt, let him sort out his pain. Leave him. For me, the only condition in which you marry KP is if maybe after they've all dealt with themselves, they come back and then they resolve issues and then they say, oh, you can marry. But if not, please just leave the matter. Let KP go and sort out himself. Leave him. You get somebody else. I don't think that God is judging you. No, God is not like that. Don't think because the matter surfaced years after, God is judging you. No, I don't think so. Guys, what do you think about this story? Do you think Ihuotu should elope with KP so that they can go and start a fresh life outside? Or do you think that they should go their separate ways? I think they should go their separate ways. What do you guys think? Leave your comments in the comment section. So next time when I come your way again, my name remains Busola Daily David. Bye.